art. It's a subject that most people fear and hide and cringe about talking about. We are here on the streets trying to get someone in Santa Rosa to discuss art with us. Excuse me, can I ask you a question about art? Okay, pardon me. Can I ask you a question about art?
The city, I think it was around 1996, instituted an Art in Public Places Committee, and the point of the committee was to do whatever possible to stimulate more art in the public spaces throughout the community.
And their charge to us was to create a sculpture program in the downtown area of Santa Rosa that would, first of all, present Santa Rosa as an art-friendly venue, particularly the downtown. And two, that we used Sonoma County artists.
Say it started in 1996, and it was a situation where there wasn't a lot of money to be spent, and yet there was a need for art. I think the city was crying out for it. And so we were able to come upon a program whereby local artists throughout the county were willing to donate pieces of art to be put on loan in the throughout the city for a period of a year.
He asked Deborah Lahane, who is my co-curator, if we would do this project, and we said yes. We tried to make sure that the mediums were mixed, that we weren't focusing just on wood or metal. We wanted to make sure that there were a number of highly qualified women sculptors in the show. This piece behind me, Capriccio, is done by Carol Setterland, who lives up in Cloverdale.
And so for a budget of $30,000, we were able to assimilate a collection here that's worth probably in excess of $300,000.
One comment was, I wonder how much they paid for it. There's certainly a lot of potholes that could be filled. None of the works have been purchased by the city of Santa Rosa. They're all on loan. We had a $30,000 budget. We think we've done a fairly good job of securing 15 pieces with $30,000. That includes the installation of the work and markers that will be made to identify each of the pieces, as well as a brochure program to let the people and the visitors of Santa Rosa know about what work is where. Besides the 15 that we've put in, there are already 32 pieces that exist in the downtown area. So we actually have almost 50 pieces that's going to create quite a sculpture program. The money came from the TOT, transient occupant tax, and it can only be spent on items that promote the city. It cannot be used to fill a pothole. So this money was well spent. I dare say that we have almost $400,000 worth of art. For a $30,000 buy, I think we did pretty well.
Most of the reports and most of the comments that I've received have been very favorable. We have had a couple of negative comments, but I encourage that too, because I think that's really part of the program. Part of what it's intended to do is to stimulate that conversation and controversy.
Does it evoke any kind of emotional response from you? Or?
A conflict. Like each side is pulling, and in the middle it's a separation.
The same thing, conflict. Yeah.
Gee, I hope it doesn't rust in this weather.
I think it's supposed to rust.
No, I don't like it. Some people's idea of art's different than mine sometimes. That just looks like a bunch of iron sitting there.
It's very important because it gives people an opportunity to, as they're walking through the city, come upon things that are a bit of a surprise to them, It's kind of exciting. Whether you like it or whether you don't like it is really not the point. The point is that it should stir conversation and stimulate some thinking.